So, you're welcome. In this video, we are going to learn the different method to import a data set into the R software. So, now we are going to create an Excel file ourselves. I don't want to use any data set I have on my laptop, so we're going to create a new one now. So, open Excel. So, let's use this for name. Let's do this for age, and let's gender. So the name, let's use Rose. Let's use Rose. Let's use Ben. Let's use Kate, Kelvin. Let's use where's Nicholas, James. So the age, let's use 15, 20, mean 20. Let's use 18 is 23. Let's use 19 and let's use 30. So the gender is a F for female, M for male, mean female, male, male, then male. So let's save as a file. Let's save on desktop. Yeah. So this Excel file is what we're going to import. So it's an Excel workbook. Let's save it as XYZ. So this is our file name, XYZ. Save. Beautiful. So now back to our how. So the first method I'm going to talk about is how we can import from our, as you can see here at the upper part, when you see file, you click file, you see import data sets. Import data sets, go to from Excel, because our file is an Excel file. If it were to be text, we'd have picked text. If it were to be SPSS, we'd have picked SPSS. But now it is an Excel file. So from Excel, so let's browse. Let's go to desktop and search for XYZ. XYZ. Beautiful. Click. So it is retrieving the data preview. Can you see? Can you see that? Wow. So, and can you see the code preview here? If we wanted to type the code, see? Can you see that? We can use this. So let me copy this code so that we can use it on a console to import again. So let's click import. Now, in the last video, when I was talking about the environment, I said the environment showed the objects, the active objects, and then I said that if a data were to be in the R software, you will see it. Can you see this now? We have three variables and six observations. Can you see that? Can you see this? This is the data. So now this is a table. It's on the third page. So let's check another way to see. uh oh, beautiful. Can you see this? Can you see this? So let's copy, let's paste it. So one thing, so run the first one here. This is the code that was generated when we imported via here, via file. So these are another step to import your data. I'm going to type another command that is different from this, but I just want to show you that this command that was generated can also be used to import. So library, this is a package. It's a package. So when you run it, run the correct line, you can see it's successful. So it goes to the next line. XYZ is the name of the file. So you're telling her to read Excel. So you can see the navigation to get what? To get our file. Can you see that? Run. So if you want to view your data sets, you can put view again. Takes us to the next page. Can you see exactly what we have in our Excel file? Let me show you. Can you see that? Interesting, right? That's beautiful. So another way to see the data sets. Let's see my data. Oh, XYZ. So run it. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see? You see that? You see that? So can you see? Let me highlight it. It shows in the console because I typed instead of using view. If you're using view, your dataset name, it's going to give you something like this. But if you just want to say at the console part, you use just XYZ. Beautiful, right? That's nice. So, when we imported our dataset, then we used here. Another place to import your dataset, another way to import dataset is going to your environment and history panel. You see, from Excel, it is just the same thing as using that, but let's check to fulfill all righteousness. So my desktop, let's go to XYZ, open. Don't always forget that this first row as name should be ticked. So when you import, beautiful. You see, it has been run again. You get that? So that's beautiful. So another method to import data sets is what we're going to look at now. And in this method, we're going to give our data set entire different name inside this method. It's We are going to neglect the name XYZ and give it another name. Let's give a data set name STU. Let's say students. Yeah. So, and we're going to read dot x because we are importing an Excel file. So you file dot choose. File dot choose. You can see tab. So you run the code. You say that? So let's pick our XYZ dataset again. They just see what happens on in our environment. Can you see students? Can you see that is different from X, Y, Z? We now have a X, Y, Z, we now have a student under our environment, which is our data. We now have active two data in our Rstudio. They are the same file, right? But because of this command here, we giving another name to the data set, it makes it student here. You understand? So let's check again. So let's type students, run it. You see? Did you see that? Students. We having the same table as when we search for XYZ. So now you see we have our XYZ table here. So we want to have another student table here. So we are going to use the command view that we use here. So capital letter V, view. Um, we have the students. Yeah. So run. Interesting. So this is another way to import your dataset into the Rstudio. You can check as many methods as you like. I think we've talked about three now. Yes, or four. So we have more than four. So you can just use your convenient or the one that is most easy, the easier method to you. But I'm just showing you that we don't have just a single method to import data. You can use any one that you want. So when we're talking about interface, App Studio interface, I said that we can save our commands in the upper part here. That's why we're not using the code. We can save our command that is in the script editor. So now let's go to save. So let's save as. Let's save as. So let's save on the desktop. So the file name, let's say it's XYZ students. XYZ students. So let's say so that whenever we want to continue this task, as we want to run um, analysis on this data set in next week, we don't have to rewrite our codes. So that's why I'm saving the commands that we've written. Interesting, right? So this is the end of the video on how to import dataset into our studio.